that'll come to work.
Yeah. And I know JB just hired a couple new guys. Anyway, guys, hey man, we're live. Welcome. Brian Adams here, the Contractor's Contractor, another episode of Domination for Trade. Hey, today you want to stay tuned. You're a contractor. If you're a business owner, we're going to talk about, I don't know, is things going to slow down? Is there going to be a recession? What's happening? I was out in Las Vegas over the weekend at a martial arts tournament / seminar, and I got more emails and direct messages off of Facebook from contractors saying that the phone stopped ringing, work is dried up. They've been watching my videos. What's my program? Can I help them? And I don't know. Is it too late? So you definitely want to stick around and stay tuned. I'm back in the house. We got Big Rock up from New Jersey, JB down in Foley, Alabama. Because I get Foley, Alabama, that whole area. Because I'm on the list of looking for properties. Texas, the Foley out the Gulf Shores as they call it down there, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So over the last year, we've been looking for homes in all of those areas. Let's see how I can fix this thing.
So it's pretty hot in Alabama right now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were in the hundreds like 2 weeks ago. Now it's back down into the 90s, and so yeah. But
why it's only the 90s? Like
only the 90s. Man, I'm telling you, like that's why I can't get the wife to leave California, man. It's freaking crazy. Every now and then it gets above 80, and we don't have any humidity, so it's crazy. But hey, so and you guys can chime in. Is I got those emails and those messages, and normally probably 3 to 4 times a year I'll get some contractor to reach out to me, send an email or something, and they don't have any work, they don't have any money, they've seen some of the videos and they think I can like hit a light switch and get their phone to start ringing, because that's what other marketing, internet gurus want to tell them. It's like, yeah, man, just, blah, blah, blah. And a little bit of that is true, but it's the long game to build a real business that you'll always have the ups and lows, the highs and lows. You just want to kind of minimize them. But I've been talking about this, is there going to be a recession for the last 6 to 8 months? And I don't know. No one knows. No one has the crystal ball. But when I got those emails and the direct messages, at the same time, because over the last year, we've been looking to buy some investment properties, whether it's Texas or Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, or the Gulf Shore areas. And 6 months ago, I was pissed because I was bidding, 10 grand over the asking price like everybody else was, and I was losing. I was like, God dang it, another one? How much do I have to bid? And like talking about, look, man, we won't even finance, and we'll just do cash, and just losing every one of them, the ones that I really wanted, because I got a certain criteria, and I guess everybody has that same effing criteria. But like the last 30 days, the last 45 days is you see these, they're not selling as quickly. People aren't overbidding for them. And now, I'm getting the emails all the time. Is like, this listing just got a little bit better. They're dropping the price 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand on some of them. And that's big red flags. And so today's, this podcast right now, this video that you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe below, hit the bell so you get notified. But I don't know, I want to try to scare you into taking action, even if it is too late. I mean, it's never, you've got to do something. You ain't just going to lay down and die, but you've got to and I don't know if any of this shit that I'm telling you is going to come to fruition. Maybe the phone's never going to stop ringing, but according to these guys that reached out to me this weekend, it's already either stopped ringing or it slowed down so much they're nervous. And this is still July, and July, August, September in construction should be your busy months, to where you don't even have to worry about anything. Come late October, November, December, if things start slowing down, that's just kind of the norm. But so I'm watching these prices come down in the houses, and I'm listening to some of these financial guys that I follow and respect. And a big thing that's happened is, the interest rate going up. At one time it was 2%, and now it's up almost to 6%. And I believe by the end of the year, it's going to be probably somewhere between 8 and 10. And 8 is average. The first house that I bought was 7.25, and that was a great interest rate because the dude that I worked with, he was paying 10%, and he was like, "Shit, you got 7? I got to try to refinance. And I think up until like 2015, the interest rates for buying a house was never under 7%. It's
No.
just because Rock, you just said no, and then and JB, I don't know if you know, but what do you remember, Rock?
Well, I remember in 2007 we bought a house, and that's when they were giving money away like crazy. Like that's
Yeah.
when the banks went under, so they were giving anybody a loan, and I was one of those anybody's with no. I shouldn't have got a house, but they gave me one. And I don't think my interest rate was above 7%. It was right around 7%. And everybody was saying like that's a good interest rate. Because I remember back in the day, like the interest rates were crazy for houses.
Yeah, they
Before I
were.
was able to buy one, but
Yeah, because
and then
I
just
remember.
recently, I mean, they've been amazing. Like if you were able to
Yeah,
get one,
2%, 3% was like just crazy.
yeah,
Up at the cabin we got is like 3 something percent, and the first cabin I bought way back in, I don't know, 2001 or something, maybe probably 99. Shit, I don't know, but it was 8 something. But it was a second house. It was a vacation, so you couldn't get the really low interest or something. But we didn't care. But if and people like right now, especially people were buying, and they still are, is they're not buying the price of the house. It's like cars. You used to look at cars, and it would be someone's trying to get in here and join us. Hopefully they can. But you pay $12,000 for a car, you're like, oh my god, and then they kind of disguised it with either with the interest or whatever, or they went from like two years of payments up to 7 years of payment to where people didn't look at the price of the car as much as they did the payment. To where it's like if you could get no matter what you were charging for the car, man, if you could get that payment below $300 a month, they didn't care. They paid 20 years of payments. They, it's like as long as they could get into that payment. Does that make sense? And that's what they were doing, and kind of still are. Is they're not buying the price of the house as much as they are. This is they're telling the real estate agent, here I can afford $2,500 a month. I can afford $3,000 a month, $1,500 a month, whatever it is. So at that point, if you can spend $2,500 a month with a good 2% interest, you probably buy a $700,000 house. But now that the interest rates have doubled and they're still going to go up, that $2,000 a month that you can spend, $2,500 a month that you can spend, you've now dropped down to like a $200,000 or $300,000. And I'm just throwing the numbers out. You can get online and go to like a mortgage calculator, and you can see how that changes. So for us in the construction industry, that really means that either first-time home buyers or trying to sell out of one house and get into another one and start having everything repainted again, have the floors done, the plumbing, the roofing, all the remodeling, that's got to slow down. I don't know when, maybe it isn't. In 2008, when everybody went out of business, we stayed busy doing everything that I show you guys already on YouTube. All the videos that I have on YouTube, that's all the shit that we were doing way back when that kept me busy throughout the big fall from 207 to 209. And if it happens again, and it really looks like it's going to, is you need to be ready for it. So that's why it's like, I ain't trying to be no naysayer, no negative, scary, all of that. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to buy into yourself. I want you to buy into these beliefs. I don't have shit to sell you. Everything I got, I'll teach you. Everything that I do that you can pay me to do or pay my guys, I already teach you on YouTube. Go learn it and just do it. I don't want to see you guys suffering through like a lot of guys did in 27, 28, 29. And unfortunately, I get a lot of pushback when I say this, but in the fall of 2008 in construction got hit probably the hardest. But most of those guys should not have been in construction anyway. Fuck it. And right now, it's kind of the same thing. It's like there's so much work, is guys who are supposed to be doing carpet, they doing wood floors, and like you open up a box of wood floors, the directions is in the box, so they think anybody can do it, and then like the homeowner's like, well, I need this painted, so now they think they're fucking painters, and next thing you know, they scraping ceilings and the roof is leaking. They're trying to do everything, they're just wherever they can get money, and I don't know, maybe God bless them, but they don't know, the craftsmanship ain't there. They're not charging what they should charge. In every Facebook group that I'm in, construction wise, at least once a week, somebody's on there asking, what should I charge? And I don't want to be a dick, but if you don't know what to charge, you probably shouldn't be in the fucking business. And what I charge has nothing to do with what you're going to charge. And people go, yeah, man, it's about location, Brian, tell him. And yeah, it's about, if you ain't in the same fucking address I'm in, meaning you're not working for me, you can't charge what I charge. Even if you're in the same city, the same county, you're not going to be able to charge what I charge because you don't have the business that I've got. You don't have the reputation that I've got. You can't do it as quickly as we can do. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it. And I'm telling you guys, all the videos are there on YouTube. So it's just, I'm hoping by watching this, and I'm going to get into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps that you should do right now if you're scared, and you should be scared. And if you haven't been like Doug that's on here and JB that's on here, man, these guys we've been chatting for almost 3 years each. They've not only been on these calls with me, they've watching the videos, but they've taken action. They've built up a reputation. They've got the videos, everything that's on my YouTube channel, all the stuff that I'm telling you guys you should do. These guys have already done it. So they're ahead of the game. It's these guys who reached out to me this week going, hey, man, what's your program about? I'm like, what program? The program is Build Your Business, bitch. And all the videos are there. I mean, I could do it for you, but you couldn't afford to pay me. We do, the marketing company, Dominate Your Trade, we do some of it, the websites and all the other stuff. But even at that, I still want you to learn how to do it. I got a lot of stuff down here, payment of house, interest rates, is it too late? Depends on where. So yeah, what should you do? Is it too late? And it depends on where you are in your business. And I've got guys that call me up. They don't have any money left in the bank. Maybe minus the fucking overdraft. And the wife is staring out. They got kids, and I get that call a lot. Trust me. And they don't have any work coming up. They're like, man, what can I do? I'm like, dude, what the fuck you mean? Go get a job, bitch. That's the only thing you can do is quit trying to say that you have a company and that you work for yourself and that you're a contractor. Eat crow and go get a job. And I say that with all humility because I've been there. I've had to go back to guys that I walked out on thinking I was a badass. And I don't know, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. But at the time I wasn't. I needed money coming in, and I had to eat crow and go back and beg 3 or 4 people to give me a job. Out of the 3 that I asked, the 3 or the 4, 3 of them laughed and said, not a chance. One guy was nice enough to give me a job and paid me probably half of what I thought I deserved, and I took it. You watch any of the videos, I tell you, there's nothing more important than leaving your house in the morning and coming home with a profit. I don't care if that profit is $20, $50, $100. It beats sitting at home watching Jerry Springer. So it depends on the action that you're going to take. It depends on where you're at. And I'm going to go from the point to where you've probably seen my videos but didn't pay any attention to them. You're like, oh man, I'm busy right now. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't need no website, or the website I got is okay, or F those videos, and yada, yada, yada. So you had a lot of work, and now the phone's not ringing as much as it was, or it stopped ringing. Maybe you've got 1 or 2 jobs, and now you're starting to see, hey, wait a minute, maybe this recession thing, maybe it is going to be real. Or when they start slowing down. You don't want to wait till you're that guy going, we have no money in the bank, honey. Can you borrow money from your dad so we can get food? Any of that shit. You don't want to be that dude. Don't wait to that point. So maybe you got a couple of jobs coming up. Maybe you're on one right now. The phone's not ringing. You haven't done any of the stuff. So one, first and foremost, is just stop spending money, period. No more money gets spent. Save every freaking penny. The money that you have right now, you've got to act like that's the only money that you have. That's the only money that you're gonna have. No money is coming in, and the only money that you do spend is the necessities, the mortgage, the rent, keep the lights on, but no more. I mean, just you've got to act like you don't have money. And everything that I'm going to talk about right now and until the end of this podcast is shit you should be doing anyway. If you go back a couple of weeks and watch the video, the quickest way to grow your business, the quickest way to grow your company, all of that stuff is what you need to be doing. It's like any money that comes in, that's not your money anyway. That money belongs to the company, not you. You should be paying yourself pennies. But right now, you got to stop any money spending. That's gone. That's it. And when I say that, and I've said it 1,000 times, if Sunshine Design and Build, Anthony will tell you he bought into the same concept after about the 5th time of hearing me say it, is if I had $1,000 left in my name, if I was broke and could borrow $1,000, I'd spend $800 on Google AdWords. I'd save $200 for gas. That's how much I believe in Google AdWords. But then you got to have the websites. You got to be able to sell when they do call, all that other shit. So say, Rock?
No, you answered it.
Let's see, got some comments up here. You can see I've been yelling this whole freaking weekend. Got everybody on here. Big Alex here. What's up, brother? Hey, Charlie's here from McKinney, Texas. He's supposed to be in here with us. And rate is up. People are shocked. Yep. Big Charlie. So first and foremost, number one, no more money gets spent. Save all the money. Number two is, and this is kind of back afterwards for me to say, but is honestly, if your business is not where you want it to be, and I don't know where you want it to be, but on my notes it says stop watching television, start watching all the videos, the training videos. But honestly, is cut it all off, man. Get rid of the Netflix, get rid of the Hulu, get rid of the Disney Plus, get rid of the Amazon Prime, get rid of the HBO, get rid of the Paramount Plus, the AMC Extra, and I'm naming all the ones that we got. They got them all, man. But that's money you shouldn't be spending anyway. Until your business is where it needs to be, you shouldn't be watching television. Man, you need to go on a 3-year diet of no TV. There's enough shit for you to watch on YouTube. Start with my YouTube channel and go all the way down. Then watch all the other business and marketing and training and personal development. Fill your mind with that stuff. But it's not just, so that's number two, is just turn off the television, start watching all the training videos. Number three is take action on those videos. Save every penny, act as if there's no money, start doing it. And here's the thing, is if my notes go back over that video I did a couple of weeks ago, is you want your company to be fat, cash, and happy. And the reason I say that, and if you've done that for the last couple of years, and I know JB's done pretty damn well at it, but it's for times like this. You're building a company. It's not your money, it's the company's money. So when things do slow down, if they slow down, like over these last 2 years, when California government said, everybody stay in your house, I was like, oh shit. I said, what the hell? No. We got jobs lined up, and my guys are calling the office going, hey, are we supposed to stay in the house? And I'm like, bitch, you better have your ass over here in the morning ready to go to work. Or send me a picture of you in handcuffs because you got arrested for leaving your house. Until they arrest us, we're leaving the house, we're going to work. And luckily, all construction guys were non-essential, or whatever the hell it was. We didn't have to. But me and the wife, we knew from 208 and all the other stuff, we was like, man, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? So just like I said, number one, we squashed all spending. We said, man, we don't know what's going to happen with this whole COVID thing. So we stopped spending money. We started saving the money, looking at everything that here and there. And again, all the money went back into the company, but nothing slowed down. In fact, it went the other way. The phone rang off the hook. We had more work than we could do. We're like, boom. So our prices immediately, and that's another thing. When I hear these guys talking about how much they'll be charging, again, it's like, if you don't know what you should be charging, get out of the business. Go get a job somewhere, get a mentor, work for somebody who's going to teach you that kind of stuff. But you charge. My answer is always the same: charge as much as the homeowner is willing to pay.
Right.
How much you charge? As much as the homeowner is willing to pay. You need to make as much profit as you can. So we were raising our prices every 2 months, like a little bit here, a little bit there. So over the last 2 years, our prices almost doubled, and the guys got an okay raise too. I mean, I think they ended up getting like an extra $7 over the last 2 years, probably a $7 raise each. I mean, that's not chump change after what they were already making. But if we gave them as much raise as we were raising the prices, their pay would have probably doubled also. But again, it's about making the company fat cash happy. Because now if things do slow down, we need more money for advertising, we need more money for marketing, the flyers, everything. But at the same time I can come down on my prices and still be making a decent profit. I'm never coming down on their pay. I'm not asking them to take less money. If things slow down, there was a couple of weeks we didn't have anything on the books, I'd send them to work either at my house or up at the cabin, something. I would find something for them to do because they're going to always have work. They're going to always be paid. In fact, all the other companies that are going out of business, like in 2008, I'm looking for the best of the best employees right now because I know those other guys are slow or they don't have the money to keep it. I'm going to grab those guys, find something for them to do, start treating them like the prize that they are. Does that make sense? I hope it does.
No, you just hit that on the head like none other.
Right? So you got to position yourself for that. I think my wife was at freaking Home Depot today looking for blinds and stuff, and she seen somebody wearing a shirt that looked like flooring or something, and she's like, well, man, they out working. It's like, she's always like, hey, if y'all ain't staying busy, call us up, we'll keep you busy. It's like, but she's always trying to, not poach other people's workers, but yeah, man, still, you want the guys that are working, you don't want the guys, because if they're not working, there's probably a reason. But, so that was that 1, 2, and 3, but you guys, I'm telling you, man, it's video. It's about making that internet presence. So right now, maybe you don't have any work. Maybe you got 1 or 2 jobs, all the things in between. You're watching my videos and you're seeing the video that says you need an internet presence. And when I say internet, I mean all of it. I don't know shit about TikTok and Instagram and all these other ones, LinkedIn, yeah. And when you guys are going to be going, oh shit, Brian, you're full of shit. I see you on TikTok all the time. And it's like, I wouldn't have a clue how to log in. I got somebody that does all that shit for me. But so right now, I'm telling you, it's like, and again, it's not because the recession is here or things are going to get tough. This is shit you should be doing. Again, if your business is not where you want it to be, you need to act like it's a recession. Even if it isn't, you need to just get tunnel vision for 3 years and do nothing but concentrate on building your business to where right now, as if any job is like any job you have right now, you've got to make sure you're doing the before and after pictures and videos. You've got to work that Google My Business like there's no tomorrow. You got to be uploading to Google My Business 2 to 3 times a day, not a week, 2 to 3 times a day because of what it does and gets you up there. For the money part, there's some things, even if you knew how to do them, they would take so long with the backlinks and the citations and all this other, like just a spider's web of giving you an online presence. And I know it's like, I think both JB and Rock, the leads that you guys get right now, I don't think either one of you guys are running ads. They come from people finding you on Google My Business because you show up on Google My Business. The business profile, whatever the hell, Google Maps, whatever the hell you want to call it. But so some of that stuff that we do behind the scene, that's worth paying for. And then I teach you guys, and then like if you're part of our program, the marketing program is, we're doing that shit for you. But you're the ones who have to send us, like text us over the pictures and all this other crap, and we're uploading them and tagging them with the names and the words and all that shit. But someone's got to be doing it. You got to work the hell out of it. But you need those videos for Facebook, for Twitter, for all of it. Twitter, I can't even log into my own Twitter. I don't even know how to do that shit. But someone's putting them there. Because I've got a guy who's this will end up being a 45-minute video. I'll send it to a guy, he'll chop it up, and he turns it vertical and does all this other shit. He makes it for all these other platforms because each platform has its own rules and regulations, and he just makes it so it fits on there. And then I send it to another lady, and she uploads them at different times, but they're always there. You can either pay someone to do it or just do it yourself, but it doesn't matter. You've got to make that initial video. So every job that you're on right now, you've got to be in front of that lens, explaining what it is that you're getting ready to do today. I tell you, like, our guys have to do their Facebook Lives, at least twice a day. I like more. And again, I've got a lady who downloads those, uploads them to YouTube and all this other crap. But you say, well, shit, right now, I don't even have no jobs coming up right now. Don't worry about it. I want you to take, and this is another thing you should be doing, even if you do have jobs. Go back in all the photos that you should have been taken on your job sites, the before pictures, the during pictures, the after pictures, all this other shit. Like JB showed me a house that went on the market near him, and man, the pictures is just freaking. The whole place looks great, and he's like, shit, those pictures turned out great. So I'm hoping he's got before pictures and during pictures. But you take all of those pictures and you can put them together, and you can use I use Microsoft something, Movie Maker, but you just upload all these pictures and it just, it kind of fades in and fades out to the next picture, and you can slow it down or speed it up as much as you want. And I'm not a fan of these fucking TikTok videos to where they do what I'm saying and they got the music blasting in the background. I like the country and western, I like the jazz, but people watching it may not have the same interest in music that I have, so they may not even watch the video because of the music that's playing. And you're doing videos because that's your time to make the connection. That's why the pictures are one thing, but so you put them all in there, but the beginning of the video is going to be you saying, hey guys, hey, happy homeowner, JV here, Rock here. I got some pictures before, during, and after of a project we just finished up over in wherever the hell it was, name the city. You're naming the city because Google spiders run through, not only do they read the words, but they'll also, the words that are in the video, they go through all of that. So you want to name the cities that you're in and working at. Hope that makes sense. Watch the videos on YouTube if it doesn't. So you're making that video saying, hey, man, boom, boom, boom. So hope you enjoy. If you got any questions, what you seen in the video, reach out to us, and I'll get it. And it fades in, and you've got all of this. You got the pictures, boom, boom, boom. One picture goes to the next picture, fades in and out. They got a whole bunch of shit. They can do this way, that way. It can fly in, whatever the fuck you want. But as they're watching the pictures, you hit the little record button, and you're able to narrate through the video. So they've seen you, you're making that connection. Now, as they're watching these pictures, you can say, oh yeah, this is a floor here, we did this. Oh, you see these boards here? Those boards were caused by termites or this or that. We had to take those boards out. As they're watching, they see some pictures of the boards being repaired or taken out. You replace those, or how you patch the drywall or the roof or the plumbing, and we got to solder this. I think you understand what I'm saying. But you're narrating through the pictures instead of that fucked up music that you think someone likes to hear. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So all you need, I don't know why you're laughing, but all you need is a handful of pictures.
It's true, though.
What's that?
It's true. I mean, people make a physical and a connection by hearing someone's voice. And once they hear it and once they see it so many times, you create a connection that way.
Yeah. And they hear, like you said, they're hearing your voice. You're explaining what's going on, because in their mind, a picture paints 1,000 words for sure. We've heard that forever. Hey, Charlie, welcome in, brother.
Hey guys.
A picture paints 1,000 words, but a video is going to paint 100,000 words, and they're going to be seeing you. They're going to be hearing you. You're going to be explaining what you were doing. And Charlie, with the cleaning and restoration and stuff that he does, and he's busy enough, and he doesn't need more work. But if he wanted to, man, he could get in there and show the paste wax and the cleaner and the stuff that they do. Hopefully it'll never come to the time that he's on the way out. He ain't looking for more work. He's trying to get rid of it. But all of that stuff. So so don't tell me, oh man, we don't, so go back. All the videos that you had, even if they were 2, 3 years, 10 years ago, and turn those pictures into a video, because it gives you more opportunity. This is what you guys don't get, especially right now, building your business for any kind of recession. is you want more videos, more videos, more videos, more before and after pictures, more before and after pictures on your Google My Business, because every time you're uploading those, every time you're putting in keywords of restoration and cleaning and painting and cabinets, it's just more words, more keywords that gives you that SEO effect on the internet. So there's no reason not to. So then if you run out of pictures, next what you need to be doing is one, I've showed you, I've got the videos, you go to Google, you type in your service, whatever it is, plumber, roofing, painting, flooring, it doesn't matter. Type in 1 or 2 questions that you always have homeowners ask the questions. And as soon as you ask that question to Google, Google's going to give you a list of about 6 other questions. You click on one of those questions, Google's going to add another 2 or 3 questions. You're never going to run out of questions that people are asking Google about your services. So you need at least 20 videos. I'm telling you guys, especially the guys who reached out to me this weekend and said, Brian, what can I do? This is what you need to be doing. You need to have about 20 videos of answering those questions. Hey, happy homeowners. In today's video, I'm going to answer the question of how do you get scratch out of the floor, whatever, touch up, whatever it is. And then you go into answering that. Could be a 2-minute video, could be a 6-minute video. And then you're going to chop it down to where it's 60 seconds or less so that you can upload it to your Google My Business. If you don't think you can, then you're going to put the link. You can do a short video saying, hey, got a video on YouTube that's going to answer this question. It's click here, blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff. There's no reason for you not to. So that's 20 more videos that you should be doing. Not only that, but I want you to make videos introducing your wife, introducing your employees, your team members, introducing like Anthony from Sunshine Design does, introduce your pets, your dogs. I want videos of you going through your van, your trailer, your tools, your shop if you've got one. Do videos of your office, like showing how busy you are and how you put them on a schedule. And this is where I want you guys. We've got opening coming up in 3 weeks. And if you're watching this video, reach out to us. I want to make sure we get you right here on this opening, all of that stuff. They see how organized you are. If you're not organized, go to a friend's office that is. use theirs. And the video testimonials, man, I can't tell you, is bug everyone that you know that knows you to say, hey, man, get on the camera here with me, do a little selfie stick and make videos. Go back to, and you can email them, but shit ain't going to work. You got to, hey, remember me, blah, 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 blah. But reach out to them. Start with anybody that'll do a video. And then, you've got to get those video testimonials. I don't know, go on Craigslist and hire an actor, something, but you need to go to church, get someone, get those video testimonials. There is no reason for you not to be uploading at least 1 to 2 videos every week. Upload them where, Brian? Everywhere. But in all honesty, for me, it's YouTube and Google My Business and your website. Not so much your website. I don't want to overflood it because the more videos on there, the slower it may slow it down when it uploads, and it's nothing more important than being a super fast website. So you just want the creme de la creme, and then it's like, for more video testimonials, for more content, how to, you have a link back to your YouTube channel. But yeah, you need the Facebook, you need all of them. They're all free, so use them. If you have to hire someone to do it, so be it. But there's you want it on that YouTube or channel because of that whole name, address, phone number. And again, all those tag words and the tag lines and the keywords and the key phrases, all of that stuff. Now, I know I'm speaking real fast right now. There's just so much I just want to share with you guys because, look, man, 2 things break my heart. Contractors out of work, and because I know I've been there, and fuck, it's not fun, especially if you got wife and kids. If you're single, I don't care. F it. But the ones who have a wife and some kids, I've not had work and I've had to borrow money. It is not fun. You don't want to be there. It breaks my heart. Number 2 is martial arts students, kids that I get attached to them, and for whatever reason they quit when I had so much hopes for them. And I guess the contractors that I start out working with, and maybe I put too much on them, and they end up quitting and not following through. And I just know this, like, man, I know the life that they could have if they followed through. And JB, you're doing pretty good, right, man? I mean, JB, you're doing more right now than probably even I thought you were going to be doing 3 years ago when I met you.
Man, oh my God. I've
It
got
was
so
hard to get
much
your ass to
going
take
on.
action in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie.
Do what?
I said it was hard to get your ass to take action in the beginning. We talked a couple of times before you started doing something.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've got more fire under me than I think I've ever had in my life. And that's running from bullets and everything. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's crazy. And the next 2 to 4 years, if everything goes the way that I really think it will, I mean, it'll be generational. It really will.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I really strive to build. It's not just something to last 2 or 3 years or 10 or something like that. So
yeah, and that's what I've said over and over again. As much as I'm not a financial guy, I ain't telling nobody where to invest in any of that shit. I do think if you're a man and you got a wife and kids, you should probably have life insurance in case something happens. But most life insurance policies are like 500 grand, maybe 2 million, maybe. And I've seen how fast women can spend through $1 million. It ain't a lot of money. It ain't a lot of money. So I tell contractors, I'm like, dude, the best thing you can do for your family is to build that company manual and build a business that runs itself. So if something does happen to you, the wife or the daughter or the son, somebody can just pick it up, start flipping through the pages, and nothing in their life changes because the business is running itself. They just kind of stepped in where you were at, and you shouldn't have been working that much anyway, unless you wanted to. I don't know. We're getting close to the end. Is there anything that I missed? Joseph said, where do we find people to put all our pics together and upload? Damn, Joseph, I do. Like I said, I use Movie Maker from Windows. I'm a PC guy. Everybody else in my family are Mac people, and I guess Mac/Apple is better for that stuff. But I just upload them into Movie Maker, and you can pick how you want it to fuzz in and out, and then you can do just like you're doing. You can even use you can just use your phone and a selfie stick to make the video saying hello, and this video is getting ready to come up, and then from there, from your phone, you just upload it to your computer, whether you email it to yourself. If that all sounds too crazy, you're gonna have to send it to somebody. And so if you know how to send it to somebody to do that for you, then you should be able to do it yourself. But that someone that you send it to, I mean, like for all of my videos, I've got VAs that work for my company all over the place. And for dominator trade marketing that we do for contractors, that's part of it. Is we take it and upload it and do all that kind of crap. But I can't stand in front of the camera and say, "Happy homeowner, this is Joseph, blah, blah, blah." You have to do that. And that's why we only really work with like 3 to 5 contractors a year, is because when I go through what I expect out of the contractor, most of them want to back away and go, "Oh, I thought I just gave you some money," and the phone rang. And I'm like, maybe, kind of, but that's not long term. And I'm not just trying to take money from you and get the phone to ring a couple of times. I'm trying to teach you how to do it yourself. I get the ball rolling, and then you know how to do it. But if all else fails, and I'll put this in the messages also, is Fiverr, FIVERR.com, and Upwork is another one. There's probably more than those. Those are just 2. There's probably 20 of them to where you can find different VAs or different people to do anything. You just got to weed through a lot of bad people to get to the good ones. But yeah, I definitely would say try it yourself first. Just upload all the videos from one project and just kind of watch them fade in and out. And then in Movie Makers, it's easy. You just hit record and you just start talking as the pictures are going from one picture to the other. That's just the old pictures. There's just no reason. I mean, there's 100% positively, absolutely no reason not to. There's my cell phone. To grab the cell phone. Yeah, man. It's when you're at the job site, man. It's like, and that's why I like. One of the reasons I like Facebook is, man, I just hit record live and go and just show the job site, show this, show that, show the dudes. And then, and I used to do it. I would have like freaking 20 videos, and I'd sit down on a weekend or whatever, drink some coffee and just download them and upload them to YouTube. And then I copy and paste the taglines into this and that and the thumbnail. And I'm like, man, I ain't doing this shit no more. I gotta hire somebody. So I hired a lady and she does that. And we got like 2 ladies that do that. And then like this video, a guy will take it. He's probably watching it now. Yes, he's watching it somewhere in the future going, yeah, I'm doing it right now, Brian. But he's slicing it up for Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and what's the other one? The LinkedIn, and I don't know. I can't keep up with all of them. But they're free, so there's no reason not to be posting there. I'm only interested in YouTube, Google My Business, and Facebook a little bit. And for the reason that when someone is ready for your services, 90% of the time, probably more like 97% of the time, they go to Google and type in floor cleaning, floor restoration near me, painter near me, remodeling, kitchen remodel near me, plumber near me, roofer near me. Yeah, they go to Google. Man, we were coming home from Vegas and looking at the billboards, and I told the wife, I said, honestly, when's the last time you or I, together or separate, when's the last time you seen a billboard advertisement and thought, yeah, I need new tires. I'm gonna whatever. And I don't know, when's the last time you seen a billboard on the freeway or the streets, and thought, yeah, and got on and went and bought that product or service? I don't know if ever. I do like if you've got a location, there's no reason not to have a huge sign that they can see from miles away. Because in like Sherwin-Williams painting store or like Vista Paint and whatever, it's like you see that as you're driving down the freeway, that kind of sticks in your mind. And the wife's like, "We're going to get some paint that ain't Home Depot." It's like, "Oh man, Vista Paint is over off of blah blah blah." It's because you've always seen it. That kind of works. But that's like brand recognition, freaking advertising that you really never know if it's going to pay off. And that's what I like about Facebook. Probably the only thing I like about Facebook is there's never been a time in history that we were able to rent a billboard as cheap as we can, a Facebook advertisement, because that's all Facebook. I don't care what these fucking marketing gurus want to tell you. Oh man, you can pinpoint who the ad's going to show up in front of, and you can get this neighborhood here, and you can get that. It only shows up in people who are on Facebook scrolling like this, and when they're at work, when they should be working, they're on Facebook, talking with their friends, and hopefully as they're driving past, your ad shows up. Maybe they're going to look at it or maybe not, but it's not because they're looking for your service. It's because they're looking for the next gossip that they want to talk about. So even in my notes I have is I want you to pick 2 to 3, I like 3 videos which you consider your favorite content videos, meaning you're showing them something like how to wax and clean or polish or get a scratch out or touch up a paint spot, or how to use caulking the right way, or the difference between 3 or 4 different. When you go to Home Depot, there's like, you get mind boggled at all these tubes of glue and caulking and color and stuff. And so you got 3 videos that are maybe a minute to somewhere between a minute to 2 minutes long. And it's like, hey, happy homeowner, in this video, if you ever been to Home Depot and all the different color caulkings of those, I'm gonna show you which caulking you should use for which area. There's a difference between bathtub caulking and baseboard and caulking and so stick around. And then a minute of explaining what the difference is. 3 videos like that, just super helpful content videos. And you need 100 of those on your YouTube channel. But on that's where I'm gonna let you spend some money, because like if you're a part of our marketing program, you have to do that anyway, because the money that you pay us, a lot of that is given to Google and Facebook. And that would be it. We're picking 3 ads that we're going to be running for you all the time. And it's going to be in front of homeowners in your general area, at a 20-mile radius or something. So you're just always showing up. It's not that they need your service. You just want to start building that brand, and they're looking and going, oh man, this guy's always trying to help me out. They're sitting there at lunch or dinner. Someone says, man, we're thinking about doing this or getting the kitchen painted or whatever. It's like, oh my God, I see this dude on Facebook all the time. What's the name of it? I can't even remember. They go to Google, boom, boom, boom. Your ad pops up, or you're in the top 3 of Google Maps. They go, shit, that's the dude. That's what I was telling you about. Does that make sense? That's what Facebook is for. If you do not have my ebook on Do Facebook Ads Work, why contractors waste money on Facebook ads and get frustrated, reach out to me and I'll email it to you. But that's another one that you need to be doing right now, along with all those YouTube videos, the Google My Business every day, and then website and Google Ads should go without saying. Website is first and foremost. And again, if you don't have money, you can try building your own. I don't care who builds it. Go watch the video on the 5 things every website needs to build that relationship. Because a website is designed to build an instant relationship, start weeding out the people, make that connection, build trust, so that when they call you, 80% of them, it's already sold because they already trust you. And we do business with people we know, like, and trust. In my notes here, I want to make sure is right now, if you're not doing it, depending on where you're at in your business, how much the phone is ringing, you really want to start researching your area right now for like door hangers and mailers. You can probably get a pretty good deal because they don't want to go out of business. Not too many people are using them like they used to. They used to be the only game in town, so they had they were to dominate it, and you had to use them. Them and the phone book. But now no one really uses them. It's Facebook and Google My Business and all the other crap. Bing, DuckDuckGo. Nobody uses that shit. Come on. But you should be on Bing too. Like Bing, once you have your Google ads up and stuff, Bing will send you an email going, "Hey, we see you're advertising on Google Ads. Would you like to advertise on Bing?" And it's like they make it easy. It's like, just click here and we'll copy everything that you had over there and just put it there. They make it real easy. And again, they're kind of like Google, to where you only pay if someone clicks on your ad, so you're not losing money because they're going to click and go back to the website that hopefully works. So it's okay. Yelp, I'm not a Yelp guy. We've got Yelp reviews only because clients have went on there and left Yelp reviews. I've talked to too many homeowners who've gotten in bed with them, as in paid for advertisement, when they didn't really get anything from it or anything more. They tried to stop paying, and then Yelp hides the hides the good reviews and shows the bad review. They've done some nasty stuff to people. So I just don't get in bed with them unless you have to. Yeah, got tons of videos, just don't know what to do with them. Damn, Jez, I just told you, YouTube, Facebook. But yeah, definitely YouTube. And I think I have a video explaining YouTube and the taglines and all that stuff. If I'm missing anything, guys.
I'll tell you what I would do. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay. If I were slow, and I had been slow in many, many years ago, if you don't have your name on your truck or your van, I would, even if you can't afford the big sign, go get you a couple of little magnetic signs. Go hang out at the Starbucks, go hang out at the Home Depot and the Lowe's and just chill for a couple hours. If you're not working, you got nothing else to do. Give those people a chance to see your name out there.
Yeah. And that should be in my video, like old school marketing, but right. You should, and again, your truck and van should be wrapped anyway. Spend a little bit of money. I have seen some guys that buy the fucking letters from Office Depot or Staples, and they just put the big letters up, and that's going backwards, because if you're doing that, the homeowner's going to look at you and go, "Nah, that's a guy you don't want to hire." And it's just mental to where it's like, man, if that's all he can afford, if that's the kind of pride he's taking. So in that case, it just don't. But the magnets you can get pretty cheap until you get the other ones. And then the magnets usually, and the yard signs are pretty freaking cheap too. And right. Even on the internet, you can get the magnets and the yard signs like dirt cheap because you're competing with the freaking world. And they'll just, and if you are going to do that, also with the door hangers and the mailers, reach out to me, send me an email or something. I ain't going to charge you, but let me see what you're putting on there. Like, let me help you with the wording and the before and after picture, that kind of stuff. Because that's another video. Like you should be showing is your van, the way it's wrapped, and showing that you're taking pride in it. I've got a couple of videos. I think Rock has seen them, because we bought some we took some of that damn money that we made during COVID and we bought some equipment that I see these other guys talking about, like, upgrade. And Rock's like, damn, dude, you don't need to be upgrading shit. Just keep doing what you're doing. But so I don't know, like, stuff they don't even use. But I said, well, shit, I've got it. So I did like the unwrapping of it, unwrap the box. And those videos get a lot of views from the homeowners. So you can do that. And if you've got your yard sign, whichever ones you got, like the little aluminum, whatever it is, like that you stick it in there, but show those, man. Kind of walk past it. You got your phone, and always start off looking at the camera. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, happy homeowner Brian Adams over here in Tustin. Just want to take time out and show you doing another project, and you kind of show the street, the beautiful street. You don't have to show the address, that kind of crap, but you show the sign in another yard, and you just say, man, can't wait to have this sign in your yard and take care of your painting needs or whatever the heck it is. It's just more videos. It's just more taglines. It's just more keywords. But I do some of the videos, like some of the guys, because we work on some pretty nice properties. So I'll go specifically to make the video because I'm the marketing dude for my company, and they run it. But I want to show them, like, man, like these are like freaking $20 million homes, $6 million homes right on the ocean and the view and this. And I do that specifically because I want people seeing that, oh man, this is a higher end company. Look at the homes and crap that they're working at. So it's a little bit of the mind game, if that makes sense to you.
Don't do it if you're working in the projects.
And I gave up insurance work because you had to take whatever they sent you on. And some of that shit was bad. I was like, oh man, F this. But so that's it. We're coming to the end. Any questions? Been 52 minutes already. But man, you gotta make the videos. You've got to act like right now is everything. And you should be doing that anyway, I'm telling you. And everybody that's in here with me right now, we're a little bit older. We're on the not the downside. We're not in the growing stage as the way I was when I was 22 or 25. I wish I could have had this information when I was 22 or 25 because I was working 80 hours a week in all different directions and didn't have a clue of what steps to do and how to build a business to where you've got to be that, like my buddy Les Brown would say, you got to be hungry. You got to get up early, stay late, but you've got to do it with precision. You got to have a plan. And all this outside noise, this nonsense. I know, like, I listen to this dude, Patrick David, a lot. And he even says it's way back when, and it wasn't that long again. But, him and the wife talked about it and said, yeah, we're not going to buy a house. We're not going to do this. All we're going to do for the next 5 years is just business, 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 business. And it paid off for him. Now he's, multi, getting close to that billionaire mark. But that's what you got to do when you're building that business. Anthony did it. He's starting to be able to, Anthony from Sunshine Design and Build, he's starting to be able to step away and let it run itself. But for the last 3 years is go back, go to his YouTube, go to his all of it, his website and stuff. He's got all the little 1 minute videos, 3 minute videos, kitchen makeovers, everything. It's like, he's put the work in. And that's what you have to do is like, no one's gonna be able to do the push-ups for you. Even when you hire us to do your marketing, you've got to get you're the one on the job site. You've got to pull out that phone. You've got to make these videos. You got to get over that. I don't want to be on camera. They're going to see you when you show up anyway. And the more that they see you, the more they're going to like you, the more they're going to call you. You've got to take this serious because, man, when the hard times hit, as in because the Christmas thing is our hard time anyway. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, for all of construction, that's just one of our slow periods. We've always been fortunate to where people would say, look, man, we're going away. We'd have 2 or 3 clients every year. Hey, we're going away at Thanksgiving. Here's the keys. Have it done when we get home. So we've always stayed busy. Same thing during Christmas. We're going to Europe. We'll be back 3 weeks. Have it done. But that's not the norm for construction. It's like, that's our slow time. And some of you guys watching it, you live in areas to where it snows and shit and the rain, and there's days that you can't get out of the house and work. So it's just our slow period. So you take the slow period with what could be a recession and people not really wanting to spend money because the holidays are coming and now they're not really, because we put it on hold. We're not even looking for any investment properties right now until January, because I want to see what the hell's going to go on. I think the prices are coming down. I want to get a better deal. I'm going to lose out because of the interest, but we may just pay it off cash anyway, and then when the interest rates come back down, I'll refinance it and get my cash back out, something like that, or a bigger down payment. Or if you can plan it right, you get to the turn to where you get the lowest price on the house you can. Maybe the interest rate is up here where you don't want it to be, but in another year it's going to be dropping back down. I don't know if it's ever going to go back down to 2% again. Who knows? But I think a lot of people are like me, to where they're going to put a little hold on spending some money. So I hope you take this video serious and do these things, not for yourself, but for your business and for your family. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Any questions online, or JB, Rock, Charlie, you guys want to say anything?
I'm good.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Again, man, you like this content? You want to? If there's something that you want me to get specific on, reach out to me. Shoot me a message. TheContractorsContractor@gmail.com. I did this one because, like I said, I'm sitting in Vegas trying to enjoy, like, message, email from different. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It's like, man, I knew it was coming. I didn't think it was going to come this quick. So I said, man, let me get back and do a special training on what I would do right now. If I felt the sky was falling. I've been watching my videos, and I'm sitting there thinking, no big deal. I got plenty of work, and now the work is gone. So hopefully rewind this, watch it over and over again. Turn off the TV, get busy. Joseph, appreciate you too, brother.